Hi there. In this video we're going to learn how to create a forum. A forum is like a discussion group. It allows you and your students to communicate with one another at any time from anywhere. Your students don't have to be logged in at the same time you are to communicate with you, or they don't need to be logged on with their classmates at the same time to communicate with one another. This type of communication is called asynchronous. It means not at the same time. Forms are not complicated to create, or not too complicated to create. You just need to make sure you choose the right options. We're going to go over that right now. So, first thing we do, as always, is turn editing on. Click on our Add an Activity or Resource link. Choose Advanced Forum. Click Add. Get to our handy dandy text editor. Type in the forum name, which is the question. That's what I do. What do you hope to learn about Moodle? Now, you type in a description. You have to type in a description. This would be something that would explain the question to your students. What are your expectations in this course? With a text editor, you can change the font. You can change it to, you highlight it. You can change it to Georgia. You can change the font size to, say, 14, for example. Change the color to blue. You can choose to display the description on the course page. I usually don't do that because it clutters up the page. The students are going to see this when they log on to when they click on the link to go to the question. You'll see what I mean shortly. Display recent posts on the course page. That is a way of keeping track of the conversation that goes on. This is up to you. It may crowd the page. It may not. It's up to you. Forum type. Now, this is sort of crucial because there are 5 different types of discussions. If you click on the I, it's not an exclamation point, you'll see brief descriptions of each of them. A single simple discussion is you ask a question, they respond, they can discuss, they can reply to one another, but they can't start a new discussion, a new topic. Each person can post one discussion if that's something you want to do. Q&A forum, standard form in a blog-like format, which is a different format entirely, more advanced, and a standard form for general use, which is an open forum where anyone can start a new discussion at any time. So if you want to allow a free-for-all type of discussion, which has its purposes, you would choose that. In this particular case, I would choose a single, simple discussion. So go to this drop-down, a single, simple discussion. Don't worry about post options. Attachments, by definition, by default, you can have attachments and the size is determined for you. Don't worry about that. Subscription, by default, it's optional subscription. Click on the I and you're going to see that there are a number of options. I choose forced subscription, which means everyone is subscribed and cannot unsubscribe. This way I know that the students are getting notices about all of the discussions, and I know that they're getting the discussions and they're not missing any of the give and take that's going on. I click force subscription. Don't worry about post threshold. Our courses, the courses in this program are not graded, so by default it should say grade none. If it says something, if it does say something else, make sure it's in none. Outcomes, don't worry about. Ratings, these you do not have to worry about. You save and return to course, and this is what you'll see. If you click on Edit Settings, you go back to the editing page, and if you don't want to see the recent posts on the course page, you unclick it, save and return to course, and there you just see the question without any of the other information. I prefer this because it's cleaner. In my opinion, simple is better. When you click Edit, you can move it to the right. Let's see what students see. And this is what a student will see. Now, what does the forum itself look like? You click on the link, what do you hope to learn about Moodle? And that's what it looks like. No one's responded, no one, because it's not a real discussion. The students will type in the subject, they'll type their post, and they'll click submit. They could upload as well, because that's allowed, and they can reply, edit, or delete. So that is how you create a forum. To go back to the front page of the course, you click here, and that will take you back to where you were before. You switch your role to your normal role, and that's what all there is involved in creating a forum.